Welcome back to my channel. This is Chidinma Favor. You can see what we want to make. Please, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, thank you so much. Please subscribe. Help us grow. It's a new channel. Help us grow. Okay, we're going to make this beautiful gown. It's a very long gown, okay, with side opening and side pockets. It's very beautiful. You can see from the picture, it's a very beautiful gown. It's just free wear. You can wear it anywhere. You can wear it to the church. You can wear it as maybe casual outing. All right, you can still see it. I'm trying to show you here. All right, now I folded my fabric into 4 as usual. Okay, this cloth is not going to have any zipper. Okay, no zipper allowance is needed. Then you draw your guideline, that is your starter line. All right, now on my hip side, the hip circumference I'm working with is 12. Okay, then from that hip I want to have, at the hem side I want to have at least 4 inches allowance, 4 to 5 inches allowance, because if you see that the downside is very open, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, the downside is very open. Okay, then I draw my shoulder line. I'm using the neck width of 3 inches. Then I come down to my shoulder slope of 1 inch. All right, because our shoulder is not straight. From there I will go down from that guideline. I will come down to my bust point. My bust point is 11.5 plus half an inch for stitching allowance, which is 12. Okay, I don't need my under bust. Okay, I don't need my under bust, but if you want to put your under bust, still fine. I'll go down to, like, I drew my, but I didn't use it. Okay, I'll go down to my half length. The half length I'm working with is 18 plus half inch, which is 18.5. From that half length I'll go down to my hip depth, which is 9 inches. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Then I'm taking the full length of the cloth and I'm going to attach some inches. The full length of the gown is 60. Okay, this is a vintage material, is 60 by length, but the customer wants it to flow very well, so I added extra 5 inches to the hem. Now I took my armhole depth. Okay, I took my armhole depth. The armhole depth I'm working with is 9. All right, so I'm going to straighten everything with my ruler like I'm doing. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Please, if you don't understand, just put it on the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you are still watching up to this moment, please help us subscribe. Just help us grow. Let's grow together. Thank you. I'm just trying to straighten all the lines. Okay, I hope my shock is visible enough. Here I'm trying to connect my shoulder slope to my neck width, which is 3 inches. Okay, just connect it that way. Then get the midpoint of your armhole. All right, your armhole, get the midpoint and you mark it. You come out by half an inch. Just step out by half an inch. Okay, then connect with a straight ruler down back to your shoulder slope and a curve ruler for your armhole. Take the measurement of your bust circumference, the bust circumference you are working with. Mine is 10.5. Okay, then I will connect my armhole. Then I'll go to my waist. You notice that I didn't take any measurement on my under bust. I just marked it for the beginners like us. Okay, The waist I'm working with is 9.5. Then the hip I'm working with is 12 inches. The bust is 10.5, the waist is 9.5, and the hip is 10 inches. Then I'm going to add 2 inches sewing allowance. 1.5 is fine. 1.5 to 2 inches is fine because this clothes doesn't have any lining. So 1.5 to 2 inches is fine if you're comfortable with that. Then I'm just connecting them together. Please, if your own is not this curvy, don't worry. You just this distance between the waist and the hip. Okay, what I have here total is 14. Remember, the hip is 12 plus 2 inches, which is 14. I'm just folding it down because of the table, the length of my table, so that you can see the hem very well and see what I did. Remember, we had 14 there, so I'm going to put down that 14. I didn't know my camera is not showing this part. What I did was to mark out that 14 and add the remaining allowance I have there. All the remaining allowance. After marking the 14, I have extra allowance of about 4 inches. I just marked it from there. I like taking the whole. You can see what I'm doing. I didn't know my camera omitted. They just take the whole of that and connect it back to your hip. All right, that's what I did, because if the down part, she wants it to be very free, opened very well, because it's going to have slits. Okay, you can see what I did. Now back to the neckline. Just take your neck depth, what you want to use for the front and for the back. For the back, I used 1 inch. For the front, I used 4 inch. Okay, because this cloth is going to have a keyhole at the neck area. Okay, initially I used 3 because this clothes don't have zipper allowance. I later extended it to 4 inches so that your head can pass through. Please use whatever you are comfortable with. The back, I just used 1. I'm trying to connect all of them very well. I'll cut out the back neckline as usual first. Please always cut out the back neckline first, so you won't make any mistake. And remember that in this fabric, I'm working with the closed edge, not the open side, because this cloth doesn't have a zipper allowance. Okay, then I'm just cutting out from the markings. I'm done cutting. I'm going to separate the front and the back so that I can cut the front neckline. Sorry, I'll just separate the front and the back so that I can cut out the back neckline. Like I said before, you see, I'm trying to extend the neck. Okay, you see, I'm trying to extend the neck depth. All right, please extend it so that your head can pass through. Okay, now this clothes has a keyhole. Like I said, it has a keyhole, so I'm just showing you how I'm going to curve it out. It has a keyhole at the neck area, so you can just use your chalk and just carve it out. Okay, carve the keyhole out. All right, just do it however you want it, but if you want your cleavage to show, is your choice. You can see I'm trying to show you can see the keyhole, so I'm trying to draft it out very well. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. You see, I did not start cutting it from the neckline area. Okay, you see, I'll open it up. After cutting it, I'll open it up for you to see what it looks like. Okay, you see. All right, then I'm going to tear it open, because I'm going to use something to cover the hole, just to make it very neat. There's the back bodies. You see everything is aligning properly. You can see. All right. I want a side pocket, so here I'm just trying to use the armhole, this thing that I cut, the pieces I removed from the armhole. I'm just trying to use it to create pockets. There's an inner pocket. The measurement for pockets is 7 inches, okay, but I always make my 7.5 to 8 inches, so that after stitching it, joining it, I'll still bounce back to 7 inches. That is after using the allowance while joining it, I'll come back to 7 inches. Remember that it's going to be 4 pieces. Okay, it's going to be 4 pieces, don't forget. All right, you can see the neck area. I've gone ahead to turn everything. You can see. You see why we did not remove that, we didn't cut from the neck area when creating the keyhole, so that the rope will be at that small space we left. You see, I've turned everything neatly. I just went to my machine, cut some small stripe, and turned everything to look very beautiful. You can see how neat it's looking. All right, I also did that for the back. I went to the back and I also turned the back, and I've attached the side pockets. You can see how everything is looking neat. I'll then join it shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. Okay, after joining it, I've cut out the sleeve. The sleeve will be having some stripes. Okay, to be having some stripes. I've cut out the sleeve. Please, if you don't know how to cut out a sleeve, you can just put it on the comment section, so that I'll create a tutorial for that. Because of this stripe at the mid, when cutting your sleeve, for an instance, if your sleeve wideness is 10 inches, please do it 11, because you're going to need by 1 inch to sew at the middle. At the middle of the sleeve, you need at least 1 inch to 7.5 inches to sew down, so that these stripes you want to put there can enter properly. Okay, so that it will not tamper with your sleeve measurements. I hope you understand what we're doing. Okay, here I've attached the sleeve, I've attached the neck, everything, the shoulder, everything is looking beautiful. You can see. Please, if you are watching up to this moment, please help us subscribe, help us grow. Okay, you can see how everything turned out. The side pocket is pocketing. Wow. The slit, you can see the slit. The measurement I use for the slit is after your shoulder, after the depth of your shoulder, I came down by like